What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 4, The Great Swedish Adventure. And I see they're in Stockholm. Definitely, my hopes is to be in Stockholm this summer. So definitely going to be, I know this is like 10, 11 years ago, but it's still going to be nice to see Stockholm. I guess from their point of view. So, somebody else went home. We're boiling down. I think after this, I only got 4 more episodes for season 1. So yeah, it's been a journey. I think it's still cool to get to leave with something, but we finna jump into this. Let's see who's going home next. I ain't gonna. Eric might be going home. I think Eric might be going home this time. Oh, it might be a girl this time.
So excited to be in Stockholm. The countryside in Sweden has been lovely and wonderful.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they've been in the countryside now. It look like we in the city now.
Wonderful, and living like my ancestors was an experience. But I'm happy that there's civilization here. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, Stockholm is definitely different.
It was nice to finally get to a city because I live in in LA, and so you miss the energy of people around you and a lot of things happening. But everything we've seen so far has been amazing, and I'm just looking forward to seeing the rest of it.
Stockholm. I didn't even know they had a song. It sounded like a rap song, huh? Sound like somebody finna spit some bars out here.
Check it out here.
Yeah.
Treasure chest out of nowhere.
Don't drop it.
Yep, we're tourists.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Dear Americans, you have now reached Sweden's beloved capital, the city of Stockholm. The city is about 800 years old and has been the capital since 1436.
God dang.
I know many of you have been looking forward to this moment, and you have good reasons to. Stockholm is a beautiful city built on 14 islands with architectures which go all the way back to medieval times. So if you like that sort of stuff, you have a lot to see.
Awesome.
Find
that's
your
pretty
hotel
cool.
by the address in the America Coffert and have a good stay. I will see you real soon. Anders.
I've been wanting
Okay,
to
this
come
is a
here
vacation
for a long time,
episode.
and this is like a dream come true, and it's a city that I can, take a look around and navigate and feel part of my roots. I'm super stoked. So can we get moving?
She's like, let's get a move on. Let's get it started.
Okay. Hey.
The guard.
All right. Nice.
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah, but outside area.
Outside the box.
Oh, okay. He does talk. I was like, I want to do they talk because I seen one of the King's Guard in like London. He would yell at him.
Oh, we can't go in the box.
I don't think he'd like have a conversation with him.
All right, Janice, don't touch the man. Thank you. He looks really cute.
I think it looks awesome.
I
It's my favorite
love
color.
this outfit thing
The
there.
jacket is totally super hip.
God, like I'll rock that suit.
Yeah, military
I like the
look is
boots.
in.
I would totally sport that.
Yeah.
I would. I bet you see a lot of ladies walking by.
But he can't get out of the box. He's trapped.
That's a serious box.
Buddy. I think I've seen some of these places too.
It's so narrow, isn't it?
Imagine getting
My
a
Sweden
horse
walk.
in here. It's like that challenge we did. In Gammelstone, I really noticed the cobblestone streets. To me, architecturally, that's fabulous. We saw homes from the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and 1900s, all in the same little area. I was most impressed.
Oh my gosh, the
Hey.
cobblestone streets that I'm walking on, and I'm thinking, who laid these streets and when were they laid? I wanted to know everything. It was amazing to me. Was beyond what I thought it was going to be. It was really shocking to me.
I think this is the bloodbath
Spinning.
place.
Really?
There's a
Right
walking
here?
store.
Bloodbath?
It was right outside the palace, and they had all the nobles come.
Wait, there's a noble museum.
Did they trick them? They're like, hey guys, it's a party, and
They
then they.
tricked them, and they fed
Oh,
them,
dang.
and they thought that they were all coming to a party, and they fed them for days. And
Yeah.
at the very end, they took everyone's heads off.
Dang.
Oh snap! I ain't never
It
heard
was
that
super,
story.
super exciting to finally go to Gammelstone. It just was beyond my expectations, especially that tiny, super tiny. Is it a street? I don't even know if you would call it a street.
Whoa! What's down there? All right, Janice, be brave.
Do it, Janice.
Oh, Janice on the move. Janice happy. She ready.
Look up, Janice.
Janice said I ain't wasting no time. Oh snap!
I would like to see this at night.
Look how close it is.
And I just think that was such a great place because I have been studying that area and researching it. I've been looking at the buildings. I've been Google mapping it, basically kind of obsessing over the area because of its medieval background and because of its heart.
Hey. Oh, they jamming out there.
Oh, trolls! Look at that one.
Wait. Janice, what about that up there? See that thing with the
What
hair?
about that crazy thing?
Is that what you're looking for? It's an ugly
Oh,
troll?
snap.
Hideous that thing is.
Janice
It's
was looking
an
for
ugly
these
troll.
troll dolls and Tom-Tens or Tem-Toms or whatever the heck they were. I don't know what they were.
Tam-tams?
There's Tomten, which are the happy little fun
Tomtens?
elves. And then there's trolls, which are naughty and do things like eat children. These are trolls that do naughty things.
Oh,
yeah, naughty
yeah,
there.
it looks a little naughty.
Are these the good ones? These
They
are the
said
nice
they
trolls
looking
then,
naughty.
right?
No, these are trolls.
They're all bad? Oh my gosh. We went all over looking for
Said
trolls.
all the trolls
she said
are
that
bad.
the trolls were bad and then the Tomta are good and that if you say a little prayer to them that you can wake up in the morning, your house will be clean. So I was like, I need that. We need to go find that.
All these trolls are
On
doing
everything.
are naughty. I want a good troll.
they've
I
got
have to
the
set a
big
good
mouth
example.
belly button. What kind of store is this? There's all kinds of dirty things up here.
No,
Oh my god.
Look at this.
Oh, look, penis pasta.
What?
See, this look
Look at this. Oh
It's too
my.
small for me.
It was crazy. Penis pasta. They had little
That's
little
crazy.
vibrators, like just out in the store. You'd never see that in America. You'd have to
Definitely not. It's a certain store. What store they
go to
at?
like a special store. People would throw fits, you know, especially in a tourist town. There's no way. You know, that
That's
place would be
wild.
burned down.
That's funny though.
I can't handle this. Not another boat.
Oh,
Really?
This is the boat.
I don't want to get sick again.
Oh,
I
they
get
on the
nervous
boat,
just
nobody
looking
else?
at it.
Oh,
The
this
other one
is
didn't
cool.
go on the
God.
boat.
My first whole experience on a boat, I was throwing up and crying and laying in my own vomit.
Oh my goodness. Oh snap.
So it was not a good experience. And then coming on this boat, I was like, oh shit.
They was
I still don't
scared.
trust this after vomiting so much on that other boat. I still don't trust it. Now I totally hate boats. So seeing the boat, I'm like, oh God. I was like shaking. I was like, I'm not a pirate. I don't want to be on a boat.
I'm not a pirate.
Oh my God, it's so small. Oh my gosh. Well, at least
You
it's
got a
not
bed.
moving.
Yeah, no, this isn't bad. I got a chair.
I got a chair.
This hotel's great. I didn't see this coming. And we got lucky.
What the other
A
one's
guy and I
staying
have
at?
A great room. We got a corner
Oh,
suite.
okay.
So we've got lots of
Everybody's
space,
staying there.
plenty of room. It's beautiful. So we're really excited. Yeah, no, we're fired up about tonight. Yeah, it's good. Shower.
Okay, got a
private
shower and a
private
restroom.
toilet. How much more could a guy want? This is brilliant.
Pretty roomy, I guess. Pretty roomy.
Forska stan med kameran i hand. Det har blivit dags för lagtävling.
Uh-oh, this gonna be an interesting episode right here. Hit that clicker.
Lagen ska med hjälp av 5 ledtrådar
They're gonna
hitta
do a
5
scavenger
kända
hunt.
platser i Stockholm och utföra ett uppdrag. Varje uppdrag ska dokumenteras på ett foto. Om uppdraget utförs felaktigt så får laget 30 minuters pålägg på den totala tiden. Laget som får den bästa tiden vinner och går säkra från utslagstävlingen. Våra hemvändare har slumpvis delats in i 2 lag. I det ena laget, Brian, Eric, Jessica och Kirsten.
Oh,
Och
okay,
i det
that's a
andra,
good team.
Justin, Greg, Guy och Janice.
Elimination last week really made my brain hurt, and it really messed with my psyche. I don't want to face that again.
Your
It is
psyche.
more
What?
important than I can tell you to be in the winning team. You don't have to stress about what the next day is going to bring me. So I feel very, very positive, and we're going to do what it takes to win.
What are they gonna do? A
Okay,
scavenger
welcome to
hunt?
Stockholm.
Taking pictures?
My hometown. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, this is hometown. That's
It
nice.
is. In today's team challenge, you will go looking for 5 landmarks. But I won't tell you which ones. Here in the envelope you have the clues. Stå som en
Okej,
främling
väldigt.
på kungens trädgårdsscen. Posera som om året var 83. Klättra upp för en svamp i betong där människor
What is
samlas
that?
året om. Ta en bild på er själva framför Chabo och Silvias slott, men se till att ni även Daniel och Victoria på fotot fått. Krama en skådis vid namn Krok. Hon står och väntar vid Dramatens fot. Fastnar på bild 80 meter upp precis innan ni gör ett
This is gonna be
plötsligt
interesting.
Here was what we were thinking, is that let's get every one of the riddles here.
Fixed, so we know
Here, before we leave.
Exactly.
And then let's look on
Before
the
we
map
go.
and see which ones
and
are
then
closest.
Do it in the way.
And do
That's
it in the way.
perfect.
Question isn't really, are we good with clues? The question is, are we going to be able to communicate the clues to someone who lives in Stockholm? So we've got to find people who really know this city, who are willing to help us out quickly, help us plot it on the map so that we can get out of here and make a good run at this.
It's gonna
No,
be
they said that
interesting.
we can ask people. We have to ask a different person each time.
Yeah,
There's
you
nothing
can't
that says
ask
we
one
can't
each
just walk around
That-
here.
This challenge is awesome for me because I've totally studied Stockholm because I want to stay here for a while. So I'm super excited.
Okay, Janice might
because we
take the
finally have
victory.
a mental challenge that uses wit.
No, that didn't work. That didn't work at all.
Shit. That's not a mushroom?
That's
Clearly a freaking mushroom.
That's it. I ain't never seen that one though.
Okay, we need to go to Kunstra Garden. Kunstra Jordan.
Kunstra Jordan.
Where'd you see the stage, Eric?
I see a statue over there.
Prota de Engelska?
Yes.
Do you know what this is? We need to take
Right
a picture
behind
of the
him.
King's Garden stage.
And we
Pose like
don't know.
stranger from some. We think that's probably a year or something. Okay, where is that?
Here's the stage.
Hang on.
Hang on, let him.
They right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric trying to tell them.
Wait, what do we want to do about it? Wait, what's the scene?
It just says climb it.
Climb it.
How are we supposed to climb the mushroom?
Dude, there's no way you can climb the mushroom.
Yes, get up on the phone. All right, quick. Who's got the camera? You've got the
She's
camera.
got it. Got it.
That'd be
What he
funny.
thinks is that there was a concert here a while ago where someone sang a song called Främling, which is stranger
Främling.
in Swedish.
Yeah. Okay, but let's go.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
ask them real quick. Let's ask them real quick. Do you know the song
Fremling by Corolla.
by Corolla?
Do you know what the final pose
The
is?
stranger
Is it like
pose?
this kind of thing?
Start off and we'll do like this.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Talk to McCats.
Nice,
Let's go
nice.
get the picture. Where's my camera? Hey. Yeah,
They knew
there
it.
you go.
There we go.
There you go. And keep the pose. Keep the pose. We're good. We're good. 2 down. 3 more to go. Let's go.
That's
Come on,
funny.
come
He
on.
got them going to these things, doing certain things.
Ursäkta. Can you help us?
We are looking for the King's Garden stage. So
Yeah.
Just after the Svenska Handelsbanken.
Where the hell is the
Uh-oh,
stage?
they on the move.
I don't see a stage.
Wait, up here. Look, there it is. There it is. Come on, Janice.
you guys, I can't walk as fast as you.
Yes, you can.
All right, get up there.
He said, yes, you can.
Like this?
Right.
Oh.
Glasses off.
Too late. We got glasses on.
Oh,
Big deal.
dang.
Okay, it's fine.
That's the way it is.
She said, I can't walk as fast as you. He said, yes, you can. Okay, they on the move. They on the move.
Gift shop?
I think the red team gonna win, though.
Gift shop.
Gift shop.
Gift shop. Gift shop.
Victoria and Daniel.
Victoria and Daniel. This is it. This is it.
Victoria
Victoria
and
and Daniel right
Daniel.
here.
Okay.
And then we got, it says we have to take the picture outside.
Outside. Thank you. Kiss me, kiss.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Did they purchase it? They had to buy it.
A little bit further. Make sure they're in it.
Okay. Here, is this? It's on. Come on. Yeah. Go. Okay, let me get up close.
Okay. Shut the door.
Get the statues. We're gonna go inside the palace, go to the gift shop, buy a picture of the royals, bring it outside, take a picture of ourselves with the postcard, and we're done. Let's go.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Get Janice. Come
Okay, the red team on the move with it. I think they finna win.
Guy told us this morning. This is where the king lives.
Yes.
But we don't know who
Hold on,
Tuk
let's
Tuk
make
is.
sure that we got the picture, guys.
It's going really well. We're being very efficient. We've knocked 3 down. We've got 2 to go.
I think
They on the
everybody's pulling
move.
their weight. I think everybody's really determined and wants to make this happen.
I ain't gonna lie, they doing a lot of traveling. I would have been tired in the mud.
What is a shrub?
That man Eric
3
funny.
down, 2 to go. It's going really well. I think we've got 3 down, only 2 more to go, and we're less than an hour in, so we're in good shape.
I'm a little nervous because I know Janice has a lot of history and a lot of tourist knowledge, so I'm a little nervous about that. But I think our team has a pretty good strategy, and I'm hoping for the best.
Got it. Crook. Give me a picture.
Ready? Fuck, where is it?
Okay, let's go. What's the next one?
The next clue is get a close-up picture of the team 80 meter high. There's a team.
80 minutes.
Where's the team, silly?
All right, that's good, right?
All right,
All right,
we
got it.
All right.
Good. Let's find the next place.
Now we got a long way to go.
The free fall.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Free
it.
Free fall.
Climb. We gotta climb.
Climb.
We gotta get up top.
You got it.
Okay, got it.
Oh, he got up there first.
Go,
He done really got up there. That's
we're
funny.
Going to Grönalund. Grönalund.
As fast as he can.
The red team right now, guys, we know they weren't before at any of the first 4 places yet.
Yeah.
So where are they right now? They're at the last place. They're coming back from the last place we've been.
I think that was the first place they went. Oh no, yeah, you right. Ain't nobody been here.
Oh my God, you guys.
It's not that bad.
Oh jeez.
They all there. Oh no, that's a big drop. We have a ride like that, but they call it the Superman ride
I'll be all right.
at Six Flags. It's the Superman ride.
I am honestly.
I ain't
pretty
never rode
definitely
it.
very
It ain't my cup of
slowly
tea.
Tick, 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 tick. Oh, this red light's only halfway. Oh, we still have a lot more to go. I'm not even
Drop.
kidding you, dude. It's gonna be really tough. I'm already feeling like.
They gotta get on that thing.
We'll just ask if we can get in front of everybody.
Would you guys mind if we go in front?
You're gonna be on TV if you let us in.
People have lost their legs in the United States on these rides.
On
So I
everything.
hope that I hold on to mine.
Here we get this done, you guys. We're
We
almost
gotta
done.
find Grönalund. Have the money?
Yes, got it.
The red team already there.
This thing's killing me. I mean, I'm not afraid of heights. Falling from heights. I mean, I'm at
Yeah,
my
that
heart
ain't
is
my cup of
pounding, my
tea
hands
either,
are
cousin.
sweating. Bring on just about anything. I'll eat anything. I'll do anything. I mean, this is like my worst nightmare.
Go ask if we can butt.
But do you think they butted in line?
Who cares? Fine.
Exactly.
Can we get in
You
front
go
of you
ask.
for time. We're on time. Do you care if we jump in front? Yeah. Is that okay? Please.
He said no.
Talk.
I'm waiting for
Yellow team
hours.
is right there, you guys.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. Oh my God, dude.
Oh, they on.
Okay, we're gonna go 2 and 2.
No, over here.
Oh, stop. They done all made it on.
Make sure that she's buckled.
My seatbelt?
Am I gonna die?
This is hysterical.
Okay, you promise?
Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
Oh, I couldn't do. I hate heights. Oh no.
This is insane.
Oh, I would have been scared.
Oh my God!
You're fine.
I'll tell you, I don't be getting on rides at all. I'm a scary cat. I ain't gonna
If you're
lie.
really scared, close your eyes.
Yeah, on everything. That's the only way you're gonna get through this. Close them eyes. The big drop. Oh my gosh.
When did we free fall?
Oh snap! Boy, I would have peed on myself. God dang.
Glasses almost fell off.
Let's go.
Thank you so much. Not.
Dang, I would have peed on myself.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Uh-oh. Now it's down to the
Actually, it
races.
was a lot more fun than I thought it'd be.
Good for you.
Of course, I thought it would suck, so.
At least it's a quick ride, it seemed like. She's like, I'm on TV.
Look at me.
Luckily, that went fast.
Uh-oh. Let's see who fast.
We have to speed because the other
No,
team
don't
is
speed.
here.
We can't speed.
Okay, well we have to go fast.
We can't speed, but we gotta go fast.
This thing, I'm telling you.
Don't speed, but go
I hope
fast.
so.
You know what happened? Eye of the Tiger kicked in when the other team showed up.
Not the eye of the tiger.
Eye of the Tiger, baby.
I wonder if they realized they was all on the same ride together.
I'm nervous. I am.
I'm totally stressed over it.
I'm
Completely.
worried about this last thing.
So
Oh, yeah,
careful,
we're almost
close.
there, you guys. We're almost there. Let's hope we don't see any
Uh-oh.
red.
It's gonna be down to the races.
No red, no red.
No! Look how she running, she gone. I thought the red team was gonna win. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I feel really good about it. I think that we thought things out. I think that we were very thorough. So I'm feeling pretty confident.
I'm so glad that I got on that silly ride. If I had not gotten on that, I would have been furious with myself. Now I'm just ready to know the results so that I can relax and
At least
enjoy
they created
Stockholm, 'cause
memories,
this is the
too.
greatest
They got
city.
some-
I just love it.
That was nice.
Okay, red and yellow team, that was very impressive. You were very fast, both of you. One team came back with 5 pictures the way we thought and wanted. The other team. And then I have to ask red team about this one. Carola's stranger pose. What is it?
Drama, man.
Drama?
High drama.
So what?
Emotion.
Praying.
Okay.
At the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
You know at all what stranger is with Carola?
Someone in drama.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to say it's a very, very famous song. It's the one that made Carola icon in Sweden ever since. She sang this song and she ended it with this famous post that everyone Swede has to know. So this one is not approved.
But and that's also, what he's doing.
Not what we thought. This is not approved. And red team, you are going to meet each other in the individual challenge to decide which one that has to leave Allt För Sverige this week.
And Janice been...
I feel amazing.
Poor Janice, she been in every elimination, I think.
Massive weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm really sad to see the red team have to compete, but if we had to pick, yes, I pick us to win.
Of course. I wouldn't want to lose.
Good job, guys.
Dang, wrong pose. Stop
We should
them
have
all.
paid more attention to detail. I knew that we had the stranger part wrong because we didn't know what it was. We thought it was acting and we were way off.
I always put my best foot forward. I'm always happy. I get a little stressed, but I'm not going to show it because that means weakness. There's 4 of us, and one of them is going down, and it ain't going to be me.
This is the 4th time I've lost a competition. So I'm emotional about it. I'm pissed off. I felt
I thought
like
y'all
it was
would
way more
win.
physical than I
Dang.
expected it to be. And I'm frustrated, man.
I be picking the
I'm
wrong
sick of being in the bottom.
teams.
I'm sick of...
Right?
I think so. That's what they were saying. I mean, this is where we are tonight. This is pretty good.
We need a week.
Oh, it wouldn't even cover it. This city's amazing.
A month of Sundays. Right. It's the prettiest city I've seen yet in Europe. And I'm not just saying that because I've been to so many of the other cities that I thought were really, really pretty and special. This is such a different, I mean, it's so different how old things are, but how well preserved they are and how the people fit in with the way the city flows. It is unreal. What
Nice,
an
nice.
incredible gift.
Yeah.
We're
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Eric was going
and what
home.
we'll be able to take back with us.
He done won.
If I don't make it beyond the next couple days, I do want to go home with the lessons, the experience. No one will ever be able to take that away from me, you, or anybody else who was fortunate enough to come
That's
to this
true.
beautiful place.
I wish. See, I think if I hadn't gone on that boat, I would have been excited. I totally would have been excited.
But it's not rocking. I mean, that's the only thing that makes you
but
sick is
this
when
is
it's
like
so
look how
rocking.
big this room is. This is like the size of like.
Yeah, but we're not rocking. We're not in the woods.
And we're not in a tent.
We're in Stockholm.
Yeah, we're in Stockholm, which is sweet.
Yes.
Which is sweet. And I mean, after this challenge
Yeah,
today,
not
like I
bad.
feel like I want to go explore more.
I
you
want to
know.
go explore too, but I'm nervous because I have elimination.
I don't want you to go. I wish you would have been on my team. You have
I'm
to
stressing
stay.
it, man.
You have to stay.
I know I do.
Yeah,
You need to.
better
This is
win,
important.
then.
But the
Gotta win.
competitions are so crazy. Like they don't have
Yeah.
anything that they're so.
One of the things that my great-grandfather Gustav, as I've said, was a personal bodyguard to Oscar II. It's always
Oscar
been a mystery to
II.
me why he would leave a job like that, especially the way things were. Here's the thing that I'm scared about. There's known anger in my family lineage. And that's what I'm afraid about finding out, is that
It kind of
something
explains
bad
him.
happened. Whatever it is, it's going to be, I think it's going to be important for me because I have my issues. I mean, I've let those be seen in competitions and stuff. And it's something about me that I've become aware of as I become an older adult man and want to change for many reasons, especially for my children. And I feel like there's a bigger reason for all of this happening to me and being over here and being in this competition.
Oh, Eric getting emotional out
Well,
here. Man.
my dad always said, you're a self-made man. My dad kind of carried on the generational, heavy-handed way of discipline. So he did preemptive strikes on me a lot.
Oh, dang.
Because I was the very outgoing of my brother and sister. And I was the one who was always out, sticking my head in everything I shouldn't have been, I broke everything. So
Dang.
I was always the center of punishment. And my dad handed it out to me freely, saying that, I needed that extra discipline.
Dang.
There were many years where a lot of the things about my father, as I was a teenager and that sort of thing, I didn't like. But as I became a man old enough.
Dang, that's tough.
Old enough to appreciate all the good things he did, that he gave me, I was able to sit down with him and make peace.
That's good. That's real good.
And it was an amazing thing. More so, I think, for me, because I got to hear myself say those things, that I forgave him, and to tell him all the things that he gave me, that I would use as a father to do right and not do the things that didn't help, you know, that I found out the hard way.
Definitely makes a difference.
I didn't realize I was such a hard guy to figure out. And this weekend, Jessica and Shaw, as we were hanging out together, they both said, dude, when we first met you, we just thought you were such an asshole. And I'm like,
that was what I thought, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, Eric and I, we kind of came to an agreement pretty early in the running, and he and I've talked really pretty frankly about kind of how he comes across and what that looks like. And every one of us has ways that we come across that's not great. And he really wanted to talk about that. He really wants to improve on those things. He really wants to talk about those things.
That's definitely how it be,
that
though.
To me is a really admirable trait, that anyone wants to kind of own who they are and find those places of growth and work on them.
That's true. That is true. Oh yeah, I forgot they had to mute it themselves. They muted it this time. I haven't touched the volume yet. That's surprising. I'm usually messing with the volume myself. Okay, Eric get to see some of his lineage. Pretty cool. Yeah, sometimes you just don't know what people go through or what they've been through. You know, and see how they carry themselves, how they react to certain things. It's always different.
Hey there. We're trying to decipher this paper.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Kissinger, everybody.
Sweet. Hey.
Apparently.
Anders Lundins.
Ah, that's our buddy.
So what was the name of the show that he did?
Kirsten.
I can't remember.
I think it may have been this. Mons Zelmerleu.
Hey, I know Mons Zelmerleu.
They've gone for the younger set. It's happening to our buddy Anders.
That's a terrible crime.
No.
So this guy's taking Anders'
job.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not feeling it. Who is this guy?
Dang.
What's his claim to fame? What's he done?
Mons Zelmerleu.
He's a singer.
Who is this guy?
Dang. Didn't think I would hear about Mons Zelmerleu on here.
Hi, Anders.
It's a nice spot you found.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
You really picked a nice time to visit Stockholm.
I am falling in love with this city every minute.
That do look nice, I ain't gonna lie.
It really is.
Do you feel at home?
Yes, I do in a strange way. I really do. Yeah. I feel like all this that's happening is bringing me home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your grandfather spent a lot of time here, so maybe you recognize things. He worked just around the corner. So it's your day today. You're gonna find out more. Don't open it until you get there.
Promise.
Okay.
Thanks, Anders. See ya.
That way.
Let's see what he find out. Ooh. Said his grandfather worked around here.
I had a lot of fear coming over to Sweden to hear about and learn about these things in my past.
Thank you.
Nice to get to go up in there.
Today, after this experience, my feelings about what my great-grandfather did are completely different. I still haven't processed it. I feel like I've been drinking from a fire hose.
Dang.
Hi, I'm Molly Carlson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed to be here.
So you had a relative being here?
Yeah.
They like, why you
My
crying?
great-grandfather was a bodyguard
Okay.
for Oscar the Second.
I see.
And I've had this picture with my family
Yeah.
forever. And now it means so much more to me to see this and experience it.
Yeah.
I'm
overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed,
Yeah. Just to walk into the guard room with all those young people down there, and they seem
probably like, why he crying?
They seemed a little like, whoa, what are we going to do with this guy? But I kind of expected them to not get it. They can't possibly know what I'm feeling, and that's okay. I don't really know completely what I'm feeling, other than awe. Yeah, awe.
Oh snap! Got a whole parade going on. That's pretty cool. You get to experience that though. That's pretty cool.
I think my father is experiencing this right now. I can feel his presence. There's no way I could ever convey to anyone out there exactly what that is, but I think a lot of people understand.
Yeah, for sure.
It's that unfinished business that you carry with you about your parents. And when they're gone, you can't go back.
Yeah,
you can't
at all. Time is important. Gotta appreciate the time you have with people, man. Time is important.
But you can do these things. And I think most of it you do for you, which is what I'm doing for me. When I was on the beach down in Askov, and I had that wonderful genealogy in my hand, and I was enjoying our first victory, I stood there and just said, Dad, I'm now doing this for you. And I never thought I'd ever say that or feel that way. But he came here and he looked and he looked, and he came back empty-handed. So now I get to give him that gift, even though he's gone. I know he's watching.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has a why they need to win.
It would be for him, because it has a lot of forgiveness in it, and a lot of pain. But the forgiveness is what I focus on.
And you got to. It's important, very important, for sure, for sure. Dang. Oh, Eric, he was a jerk at first, you know?
Gosh, it's so
Maybe
beautiful.
he's opening up more and being open.
Woohoo! Apple and yogrub. Yordgrub. Yordgrub. Yordgrub.
Okay, hold on.
What the heck
There
is
we
that?
go. Hugdebris. Hugvidgesmelost. Vitmogalost. Would you like some?
Anybody want to try this? You want me to open that? Here's some.
I don't even know what that is.
Anybody want to try some of this?
Maybe it's good. It seems. Maybe. They're having a picnic out here. Uh-oh, it might be elimination time.
I keep bumping into you all the time.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. And you have a little
Little
You know that already about Sweden?
Have a
It's
little
time for you to learn some more about Sweden and Swedes.
Okay.
But this time from another point of view.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a transport waiting for you.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Hit the road.
Great.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't try compliment. They back on the boat. Oh, they're doing another lesson.
Hi.
Hello, dear friends.
Hello.
Welcome to Sweden.
Hello. Thank you.
And to the Roma Culture Center.
Oh. Roma Culture Center. Okay. Hey. Oh.
When we finally got into the cultural center, there was music playing on the stage. There were a group of children dancing, and they were really good. They were very good at what they did. And we got ushered into the front row, and they put on a spectacular show.
Front row seats.
What we learned today was Sweden is not just a bunch of beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys and girls running around half naked, like we Americans think. But it's actually a multicultural place. Who would have thought?
So how is it
Pretty
to be a
cool.
Roma in Sweden? How is that?
Now it's great, but we have faced a lot of the more at the last 15, 20 years, more difficulties. Thousands of persons, people, families who have fled their countries. So there is a discrimination even in Sweden, I have to tell the truth. Sure, it is a discrimination.
It tweaked me a little bit because, you know, one of the things we learned very early on that Sweden is a country of equality and of justice and openness and care and compassion, and yet there's this little slice that seems to be behind. It seems to not live into the ethos of what it means to be Swedish, and that's disappointing, to be quite honest. It's just disappointing. It shouldn't be that way.
So tell me,
Shouldn't be that way
how do
anyway,
you
to
feel
be honest.
Swedish?
I feel Swedish. Me, myself, my generation before me, my parents, grandparents, their grandparents, about 6, 7 generations we have been born in Sweden.
So you're more Swedish than you are Roma.
Yes. When I go to international conferences in the world, my Roma people call me the Swedish one. The Swedish one. When I come back to Sweden, I'm the Roma guy.
It sounds like you traveled around a lot. I mean, how would you describe Swedish people? What are Swedish people like? What would you say?
Comparing to us, I find out that the Swedes are not so spontaneous. They are more reserved people.
You mentioned that Swedes are very non-spontaneous. And so when I was a kid growing up, if we wanted to see our grandparents, we had to call and make arrangements, plan everything out, get our calendars, oh, I'm not sure if we can see you that day. I think Sweden could learn a lot from the Roma people in that they can adopt some of that spontaneity. Give it a chance. It's okay.
What is the good thing with the Swedes for us Roma people? That is that Swedes is a very, very friendly when you became to be friendly with him and loyal. And this
Friendly
is
and loyalty.
full time until the end of the life.
I think that's a pretty powerful statement because just knowing that people are loyal here, that's a pretty great thing. Because, I mean, in LA, you run into a lot of flaky people. You may be friends with them for 6 months and then they disappear. So it's very shallow relationships with a lot of people. So having lifelong friends is something to be treasured, I think.
For sure, for sure. Okay. He ain't got no rhythm. The pastor has no rhythm.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Other advantage I have is that I'm a visual learner. It's not a photographic memory, but I can remember where things are, like words on a page.
I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. Just focus on my breathing. Focus on being.
I think one of the guys is
just
going on. I
focus
take
on
that. I
being
said to one of the
focused,
girls, but I think
really
one of the
wanna
guys
win. I
is.
definitely do not want to go home, and I hope someone else goes home. I have some favorites that I'd like to go home. May the best person win.
I hope
May
we
the
all.
biggest
I hope we
brain
all
win.
win. I hope it's a major tie,
We all
and
get
we
100%.
all get it in.
Yes.
Perfect.
No, you don't, guys.
All are still.
That's impossible to happen.
That's what
I
I'm
agree.
hoping for.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm hoping that I win, and
Of course you are.
all the time. But
Yeah. Sometimes that doesn't happen, does it?
sorry,
That's awful.
I'm not here to sing Kumbaya. I'm here to compete, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We could all
Okay,
win.
Janice, let him
Did you
know.
ever think of that?
Okay, let's come off the cloud.
Yes.
Well,
We'll
She's
find out who
going.
wins, I guess.
She's history on this one. Let's
I
put
know.
her under the boat.
Yeah.
They funny.
Okay, now you've been long enough in Sweden to be invited into a Swedish home. This time, though, you will only get to see the living room. And what's important is that you memorize everything you see. Because in today's individual challenge, it's your memory that decides if you're gonna stay or leave Allt För Sverige.
Oh, dang, that's...
My brain by going around and being sporadic. I said, I'm gonna do this in a strategic manner. So I went to one location, memorized everything that I could. After I thought I had everything down pat, I went to another, and then I did that all the way throughout the room.
This is an interesting competition. Very.
It was hard for me because the stuff was so ugly. You know, I'm not used to seeing this kind of stuff. I don't know what those things
This
were.
stuff was
It's
ugly.
usually
What the
I
world?
just shut down when I see stuff like that. So it was harder for me than I thought.
As soon as I heard that the first one out was going to be the first in line, I definitely saw that as a clear advantage. Now, I didn't necessarily know how much longer anyone else was going to stay in there. So once it got to the 2.5 minute mark, I figured I better get out of here.
Dang.
Okay, you will make your choice in the same order that you left the room. And as soon as you get 3 correct pictures, you're safe. So the last one to get 3 are the one that leaves Allt För Sverige. Greg, you were first. Guy next. Janice and Justin, you were last. Okay, so Greg, you can start making your choice.
Dang.
The black and white owl at the very bottom center right there.
This one?
Yes.
It is correct. It's green on the back side.
Excellent.
Oh.
The little man with a top hat.
So he had to memorize all those different things. Oh. He didn't even get it. What you doing?
The blue dollar horse.
So they need to look at the... Dang. They thought they seen...
Red dollar horse.
I seen that one for sure. Did they not see that?
The grinder thing right next to the green picture, the grinder.
Let's see the grinder thing. Oh yeah, he's staying. He ain't going home. Greg said I ain't going home.
The painting, the third up on the end on the left.
Let's see. Okay, there you go, guy. He got one. They nervous. Janice. Come on, Janice. You say you had good memory. Oh my. She going to the crib. She going straight to the crib.
The vase with the pink
Come
flower.
on, now. Ooh, never mind.
Greg, you got 2 green ones?
Yes.
Guy, you got 1 green, 1 red. Janice, 2 red. And Justin, 1 green, 1 red. 1 more green for you. Greg, and you're safe.
I'm gonna go with the red clog in the center top there.
Let's see if he get it. Oh yeah, he memorized some good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Greg safe.
I don't know what it is. It looks like a book on the bottom.
Book. Oh, dang, guy. Janice might make a comeback though.
Vase thing with a dolphin on it.
Let's see if she get one.
The flowers on the top middle, please.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Ain't no way she getting all these wrong. And she was talking all that heat.
The dog. The
How many green do you have?
1.
1?
Oh. Janice going to the crib.
The bowl. The blue swirly green bowl.
Oh.
Okay, guy.
Thanks. Good luck, girls.
Dang. Janice done got all of them wrong. How? She make a comeback, I'm gonna be surprised.
I think the
She don't even know.
I think that bell on the bottom.
Maybe this her first drink. Oh. It's goodbye. Pack your bags. She was talking all that
Funny
stuff.
rabbit.
How many green do you have?
2.
Uh-oh. Hey! Dang. Oh my goodness. That's why you didn't supposed to talk trash.
Okay.
Why you can't talk trash, Janice? I'm here to compete. I'm trying to win.
That's it, Janice.
Okay.
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 Was it hard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Didn't she say she had good memory?
So, this is it.
Okay.
But first you have to say bye to your companions, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I can take them.
I don't need those.
No, you don't need them.
I don't want that.
She need to go back in the house and see
not
what.
fine for you.
We got all 5, 6. I ever minute she answered wrong.
Congrats. Congrats.
Oh, okay.
I have mixed feelings because I miss my family and I want to go home. But it's also been a ton of fun and I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot and I also want to meet my family here. And so it's just a complete mixed bag.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like I couldn't read what this was. All I knew was the colors.
And you took 2 things before that I was going to take.
Oh, really?
2 things that I knew for sure. And I'm not, I'm just saying. I was
took
just
out the
gonna
house
pick
before.
2
Hadn't
things.
worked out before.
So I knew 2 things.
I was grateful to be safe. I was a little worried about the 2 girls, and it was hard to be negative about Janice, but I thought if I had a choice, I would have thrown Janice under the bus. But she made a comment. I said, I hope there's a way that we can all get to the end. And she said, oh, I don't think so. I'm going to win, and I'm the one. And you're all going to lose. And I said, honey, you're going down. And that's what happened. You get what you give.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Dude. That's why I said she was talking some cash money.
Okay, Janice, so you
and
didn't
now she
make
going
it
to the crib.
Family reunion.
But I will. I
You
will.
will.
Someday.
Okay, yeah, we
Someday.
could help you a bit on the way, because here's all the research that we found.
On my family?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No, we can't let you go all the way here and go back empty-handed.
You're
Of
kidding
course. And here, you lost. You did lose the first contest, and, and I think you really want that prize.
I
It's
really
your
do.
family tree.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I look?
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look.
So you lost the first contest, but get to go home with it.
Definitely Swedish names here.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
From this journey, I'm going to take home a ton of information. I'm going to be able to share it with my son, might share it with some other of the homeschool kids. But most importantly, I learned a lot about my family. There's a lot of holes in my family tree that are filled. The story of Elsie is near and dear to my heart. In some ways, I feel really super fulfilled because I feel like that's the reason I came here.
Dang.
I've been fairly confident about my ability to do genealogy. I've got about 800 hours into my genealogy on
Dang.
both sides of my family. When I get a mystery
800
solved,
hours.
like I did by opening up that scroll, that is gold to me. Every single clue to a genealogist is a gold mine. So after being here and knowing that not only do I come back with a fabulous story about Elsie, but I have this massive amount of information on that scroll to go forward, that just means the world to me. Thank
That's
you.
nice.
This is
That's nice.
this is huge for me and my family.
Well,
Thank you
sorry,
so much.
Janice. Time for you to go.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks
least she
for
left
having
with
me.
something.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.
She was talking cash money, and now she going to the crib. Yeah, sorry, Janice. Sorry, not sorry. But no, this was good. Good episode. Yeah, it's I think it's cool. They got to visit Stockholm. Like I said, I like Stockholm. I'm hoping to visit. Well, I know that's one of the main places I'm going to visit. I feel like capitals are important. And then you go from the capital to the smaller, because it's just going to be a big difference. Like they said, now they're in the city. They was on the countryside. Now they're in the city side. So, but I enjoyed this. I hope y'all did as well. This was episode 4. Like I said, I think we got 4 more episodes for season 1. But I think it's like 10 seasons. So I'm going to be busy watching these. I actually like this show. But I'll try to do it like once or twice a week, because sometimes it can take up a lot of time, because they're super long. They are super long, and they upload. It take a while for them to upload. But other than that, I enjoyed this. Hope y'all did as well. Y'all make sure y'all share it around, and hit that subscribe button. Send me more recommendations if y'all got some other shows. But this is pretty cool. That's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.